Silverman tonight on MSNBC.
Tonight, the fleecing of America. Your money, your real estate, your headache, courtesy of the federal government. This one involves a large building in Washington, D.C., millions of dollars, and everyone involved blaming everyone else. Here's NBC's Bob Kerr.
The walls are unfinished, the floors still bare, wiring still exposed. Would you start paying the rent? The government did 8 months ago, and yet this is how the building looks today.
It's a colossal classic Washington, D.C. bureaucratic foul-up. And the taxpayer is going to have to pay and pay and pay.
You already have a costly fleecing of America. More than $7 million in rent since July. And you're going to pay at least $7 million more before this building will become the new home of the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC.
This whole space for them?
Why is this happening? It's such a mess it's hard to sort out. But Hap Connors, who's with the government agency that rents buildings for bureaucrats, accuses the FCC of stalling the project for 10 years.
Every time we try to make some progress, we get some activity on their part that drops us back. We're saying enough's enough.
No one has chained themselves to the elevator. I mean, I don't think that the FCC has delayed the move in any way.
Right now, the FCC is spread among 9 buildings. Consolidating and modernizing made sense. But the old buildings are close to Washington's power centers, lobbyists, lawyers, and convenient restaurants. The new building, though it has spectacular views, is out of the way. For its part, the FCC says plans for the new building never were exactly what it wanted. It pushed for even more space than the new building originally was going to provide, better security, and more money to cover moving costs.
We didn't agree to that lease. And I'm a taxpayer. Yeah, I don't like to see taxpayer waste either. But again, it's not the FCC's fault.
Who is to blame? Some say it may be the agency that rents buildings for the government, the one that signed a lease that was in such dispute.
People are paying $1.7 million a month for an empty building today. What genius did that for the American taxpayer?
Now, 2 government agencies and 5 congressional committees are spending even more money, trying to figure out what happened while you keep paying the rent on a vacant building that's a fleecing of America. Bob Kerr, NBC News, Washington.
Tomorrow night, a special report. The private lives of public figures. Have the rules changed? Have we lowered the bar?
Do I worry about the country going to hell in the handbasket? Yes, I do.
That's always.
And it's really hard to get turned around once you get it going downhill.
The head of a personal scandal used to be enough to destroy a career or a reputation, but that's not always the case anymore. Has it all changed, and why? We'll have some answers tomorrow night in depth. I'm Tom Brokaw, and I will see you back here tomorrow night.
NBC Nightly News is America's most watched evening news program.
Tomorrow on